Tyron Woodley lost his professional boxing debut to Jake Paul via split decision. He said he's going to honor his bet and get a I Love Jake Paul tattoo on his thigh.
He already said it now. He making all these dumbass bets, man. I keep forgetting I'm fighting a child, man. I'm like, I got a kid that's 18 that's about to go play D1 football. And I'm sitting there dealing with somebody that's not too much older than him. And he making all these bets. And I'm just trying to be professional, trying not to laugh. So, yeah, I think his pride's important to him. And I think part of him taking this fight was that. So him fighting me again, or committing to fighting me and not going through with it, I don't think he's going to do that. I don't know. I need to see some paperwork on this rematch. Because I think that's a game plan. To be honest, Nikisa gave me his word. He hasn't did me wrong since. So I kind of got to roll with him on that. He's honored everything he said to me since the beginning with this whole promotion thing. So I ain't finna get in no word where I gotta look at that bitch. I don't know, probably my thigh or some. So I thought I was gonna get on my face. Good.
With Justin Gaethje vs Michael Chandler officially announced for UFC 268, Michael Chandler recently posted this on his Instagram with the caption, "Back to work with the man at Henry Hoofed. Brilliant with the basics. Can anybody spot the irony in this video? Someone made good on his promise. See you at the top." Justin Gaethje commented on the post saying, "No irony. I need you to make it safe and sound to the cage so I can get my check and my title shot." Michael Chandler responded back saying, "At Justin Gaethje, good luck with both of those things. Meet me in the center. First one to take the backward step is a timid soul." A 3-round women's bantamweight bout between Germaine de Randamie vs Irina Aldana has been officially announced for UFC 268. Germaine de Randamie is coming off a submission win over Juliana Pena, and Irina Aldana is coming off a TKO win over Yana Kunitskaya. A 3-round lightweight bout between Alaya Quinta vs Bobby Green has been officially announced for UFC 268. Alaya Quinta is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Dan Hooker, and Bobby Green is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Rafael Fiziev. Anthony Smith on Sirius XM responds to Conor McGregor's disrespectful comments towards him.
There was a few pretty nasty ones. Unlike Conor, I don't really pay that close attention to social media. Like, I'm not that tied to it, kind of like he is. I've seen some of it, but to be honest, I didn't, other than him calling me a big dumb zombie, which, you know what, to be fair, I've had some fights where I've really looked like a big dumb zombie, so I can't say too much about that. It wasn't that bad of a response. He didn't really go after me too hard. Here's the one thing that I kind of want. I want some of the listeners and the fans out there to really pay attention to. People are pretending like I'm going way out of my way. You know, I had a lot of tweets, you know, just that I kind of looked at that said things along the lines of, you're just talking about Conor to get some clout, and you're just clout chasing, you're trying to get attention, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. What they don't realize is none of us went out of our way to talk about Conor. Like, if people are getting mad that we keep talking about Conor, it's not because we're going out of our way and doing it. Maybe DC and Bisping did because they have their own shows, and, you know, obviously they have to talk about a lot of the stuff that's happening in the MMA space. But I haven't been on the show because I've been in training camp. So it's not like I've been on there. Maybe I would have if you and I were doing our thing and we talked about it, but that wasn't how that came out. So, like, be mad at the media members. They keep asking the questions about Conor. Because it's not us, it's not me going out of my way. I just answered the question that was asked, how I felt about his deleted tweets. And I was very clear that I don't like it. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. And the getting shot thing, I said it very in passing. If you actually listen to it, it was like an offhanded kind of comment, like, man, I can't believe you're saying this. I don't know why you feel so comfortable. Like, damn, man, people get shot for less, which is not untrue. Like, in the real world, you can't just go around talking about people like that. I guess if you're Conor McGregor, you have crazy security and you're flying all over the world and never in the same place for too long, I guess you could probably get away with that. But I don't care too much about his response. Once you do an interview and people rewrite it and all these other MMA.com places pick up the story, they try to grab the hottest take in the entire interview, and then that's the headline. So, like, apparently that was the hot button that the people thought was going to get them some clicks, and apparently it worked.
9:36
I'm wearing this outfit.
You always wear that thing. Shut up. Still been low-key. be a rapper, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a rapper.
I know, right? Yeah, what? Tim right here is so rich, like money not even an issue to him.
Oh, okay.
He's early investor in Bitcoin. Early investor in Bitcoin. He's got like couple million.
Okay.
So far, we keeping it low key. So far, it's been low key. On all of them? Or what? Really?
Not the only fan.
Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast gives his thoughts on Jared Cannonier's unanimous decision win over Kelvin Gastelum.
Big fight in the middleweight division at the weekend. Kelvin Gastelum coming into that one. We knew he'd lost 4 out of his last 5 and he was in a tough spot. However, he looked great, but he didn't look good enough. Jared Cannonier was 1 step ahead the whole time for the most part. He just looked a little sharper. But I will say this, it was a very, very close fight. Even though I clearly had Jared Cannonier winning that fight, I think 4 rounds to 1, even 5 rounds to nothing. Even possibly, they were still very close rounds. They were very, very close rounds. The biggest moment was in round 3. Jared dropped him. I think he almost dropped him later in the fight as well, but it was close. It was back and forth. It was high level stuff. Both guys fought at an incredible pace. Kelvin was slowing down a little bit, but as was Jared. That's to be expected over 5 rounds. It's a very tough thing to do. It was a very, very good, technical, entertaining fight, but unfortunately for Kelvin Gastelum, you know, that's 5 out of his last 6 now. And it's a tough spot for him. We'll get to Jared in a minute, but I don't know. It's a tough one for Kelvin. I mean, the thing is, though, they said this a few times on the broadcast, and I'm glad they did because it does drill it home. The man's not even 30 years old yet. And I always say this about Darren Till because he's not even 30 yet. I'm like, Darren, you got all the time in the world. But I always forget that Kelvin, he's only 30, you know, well, he's not even 30. So he's still got a lot of time. He's got a lot of experience, but he's also got a lot of losses.
Give it a quick stop, see the fans. Run in. Nah, it's cool. The thing is run. How you fight? Oh, he gone. You saw that. You saw that. Left.